Chodesh, and the Hasidic tradition is that there are 4 stories. The tradition is that there are 3 stories, but there are actually 4 I'll call back. That there are actually 4 different stories that are segulah for parnassah, that are auspicious and a blessing for prosperity. We'll tell these stories, and the energy generated by telling the stories should bring blessings to everyone, to the whole world. So the first story, which is something we need right now. First was that there was the tradition is that the Koblentzer Rebbe said that we should tell these stories in the segulah of the Hasidic Rabbi from the Zhensk. The first story is that there was a Jew who had no money for Passover, so he wrote a letter to God, and he said, to the great and exalted King, this is my name, and I need money for Passover. This is my address. And he took an arrow, he shot it, he put the letter on an arrow, shot the arrow into the sky, and it landed on a tree, and the human king was out hunting, as they would want to do with their hunting dogs, and he found this letter, and he sent the Jew the money. And just as this Jew had money for Pesach, so too we should be blessed to have money for Pesach for the whole year and for our whole lives, for us and the whole world. The next story is about the Rebbe Melech from Zhensk, that the Chassid of the Rebbe Melech, he had a barrel of whiskey, and his plan was he bought it wholesale and he'd sell retail at 1 glass at a time of whiskey, and that's how he'd make money for Pesach. In those days, Poland was not one of them. There were many different little fiefdoms, and one of the as he went to the border guards, tell them this is not a barrel of whiskey, it's a barrel of water. So he went, and if you don't believe me, you could have a drink. He went and he told them this, and they laughed. They said, what? So they said, go ahead, have a drink. So they said, all right, we'll have a little whiskey, we'll enjoy ourselves. And they drank, it was water, and they spit it out, and they said, you stupid Jew, what's wrong with you? Carrying out a barrel of water, take your water. So the Chassid went to Rebbe Melech, said, what am I supposed to do with this barrel of water? He said, don't worry, it's back to being wine. He was able to sell, back to being whiskey. He was able to sell the whiskey, and he had money for Pesach in the whole year. So too we should be worthy to have money for Pesach in the whole year and for our whole lives, for us and the whole world. The next story is that there was a king who lost his ring, and he made an announcement that anybody who will find the ring, even for your effort of going to look for the ring, he'll pay, and when you find the ring, you'll have a big reward. So there was a Yid, a Jew, his wife said, we have money for Pesach, money, and then we'll be able to make Pesach. That's what he did, and he wasn't lying. He went and he looked for the ring, and then it was Yontiv, so he took the money that he made, and he went and he made Pesach. He sat down to the Pesach Seder, and the king had an advisor who was a priest, who was very anti-Semitic, and he saw this, that the Jew was making Pesach with this money. He went and reported to the king, and the king said, well, let's go over to the house and see. And so they get to the house, and they could hear through the window. They're looking at the king and the galach. They're looking through a window, and it says, "Yilu hoitzioni mimitzrayim da'yayni." He said, "Oh, this must be some Jew." The king said, "This must be some Jewish magic." He's asking, "Who stole the ring?" Da'yayni. What was the name of this galach? Da'yayni. And he actually did steal the ring, and so he was hanged. And then this Yid got a big reward. He didn't even know why. And so not only had he money for Pesach, he had money not only for the whole year, for his whole life. He was very wealthy now because of the reward that he received for finding the ring. So too we should be zeicher to have money for Pesach and the whole year, for the whole lives, us and the whole world. And then the final story is that there was there was Ayid. He worked for the pirates. He worked for he was a serf. Worked for a feudal lord, and the feudal lord asked the pirates asked the Yid, how's business? How's work? He said, oh, thank God, God takes care of me. So the pirate said, what do you mean God takes care of you? I take care of you. I'll just show you let God take care of you. I'm not going to pay you anymore. You'll figure it out. How you'll see God takes care of you. And it was just before Pesach, but he went down back to his house to say Tillim, to recite the Psalms. And the feudal lord, the pirates, went back to his counting house where he's counting all his money. He's counting coins and he's biting the coins to make sure they're real, and maybe he's like washing them with his spit because he was a disgusting person back in the old days, whatever it was, in the 1700s. And then there was a monkey there. He had a pet monkey. And you know what they say, monkey see, monkey do. So when the pirates left, when the feudal lord left, the monkey, he saw the pirates was putting coins in his mouth. He didn't know why. So he thought it's food. So the monkey started eating coins. He ate like $1 million of coins, whatever it was, whatever groschen, whatever the currency was there in those days, crowns. And he ate up all the money. And the pirates finds the dead monkey. He didn't realize he ate up the money. He said, I'm going to play a trick on that. He told one of his servants, take the carcass of the monkey, throw it in the window of the Jew, just to play a practical joke on him. So then it landed on the table, flew in through the window, landed on the table. He's sitting there saying to him, and a few coins fall out of the mouth, and then he picks it up. It's full of coins. He cuts open the dead monkey, and now he's a millionaire. So then he made a beautiful Pesach, and the pirates comes over and sees he's celebrating the holiday, such a lavish holiday. So where'd you get this money from? He said, I told you God takes care of me. I don't know, it's the weirdest thing in the world. A dead monkey flew in through my window and was filled with coins. So the pirates, he admitted, all right, it's true, God takes care of you, and God will take care of all of us in a good way. And just like he had money for Pesach and for the whole year and for his whole life, and was able to give over to his children and be able to support his family and support his community. The story is that there's a synagogue in Prague, Pinkasova synagogue, they say, was built from that money. And so too, we should all be worthy to be able to support our families, support our communities, support each other, support other people, give a lot of charity, and we should be able to have a beautiful Passover and a beautiful year with a lot of money, all kinds of blessings, material blessings and spiritual blessings, and the schus of Reb Melech and Luzhensk, and the schus of telling these stories. Amen. Thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe, comment. We'll see you later.